All right, time for our Argonaut Weekly, and we've got head volleyball coach Melissa Wolter with us. Volleyball, what can you say? Another fantastic weekend. They played 3 matches at the Gulf South Tournament. They won all 3 to capture their 3rd consecutive GSE tournament title. So, Coach, first off, congratulations. I know it's been a long season, ups and downs like any team has, but it really seems like your team is playing their best volleyball at the end of the year. And again, congratulations on the title.
Thanks. Yeah, it was an exciting weekend. I felt like there were great matches throughout both days, and we got challenges from every single opponent that we played. And while you're in it, you're not super excited about it, but in retrospect, we need that. We
Right.
need to be challenged and have to learn about what our weaknesses are so that we're able to turn them into strengths as we head into the rest of the postseason.
You guys worked all season long for the right to host the GSE tournament by being GSE East regular season champions. You did host last weekend. Do you think that pushed you over the edge in any of your matches? Because like you said, all 3 of them were tight battles.
Yeah, it was so nice to be able to play at home. I mean, it's just something that we had fought so hard for all year long, and being undefeated at home, I think that was something that we were able to talk about. We talked about it. It wasn't something I brought up until the very last match. But it's all of the games were tight, but our team we've been pushed to the limit in so many matches that I almost feel like we're comfortable in those situations where a lot of teams probably wouldn't be. So I feel pretty good about how we're playing right now, but it's a whole new ball game at this juncture.
3-1 victories over Henderson State and Harding in the first 2 rounds. Championship round on Saturday night. You guys hosting North Alabama. Lions come out, take the first set from you guys. They get the first blow. They take the early 1-0 lead. You guys won the next 3. What were the adjustments that you made in between set 1 and set 2 that really pushed you guys over the edge and led you to winning those last 3 sets?
It's when you play a team multiple times throughout the year. I mean, I think it's going to be a long match no matter how you do it. And we had talked extensively in the locker room about the fact that I didn't think it was going to be a 3-game match, either direction.
Sure.
So after we lost the first game, I think our kids, we weren't playing our game at that point. We weren't serving very tough. They were just, they were catching us off guard with our defense, and I don't think our offense was firing the way that it normally does. And we made a rotational change. We started with a different rotation in game 2. And I think that gave us a better matchup, and I felt like our players really started to go after it behind the end line and cause some problems for them. They weren't able to have 3 options in every situation when they were in serve receive, so I thought that was really good. And for the first time in the season, I think we blocked really well all day. And that started out with a Harding match, and then we continued on into North Alabama. And, of course, the more you know a team, the easier it is to try to eliminate the things that are their strengths. So I thought we did a really good job of coming out in Game 2 and starting on fire. But they're definitely a tough team. They always present a great match for us, and it'll be interesting as we head into this week.
You mentioned the great block, and it was really led by Abby Timmer. 9 blocks against Harding, 9 blocks against North Alabama, 18 blocks in one day. That's a pretty good day. It seemed like she really flipped a switch in the GSE tournament. For a freshman especially, has played well all season long, but she was spectacular on that last day.
Abby is really competitive, and I think she understands that she is going to play a different role for us than every other player on our team. Ever since Lindsay went down, she's come in and kind of, she's found herself, especially over the last 2 weeks, and she puts up very hittable balls with the system that we run, having our setters dig to the middle. But she is a confident blocker. She's a great leaper. She's just a phenomenal athlete, and she's so hungry. So when she comes off the bench and trades spots with Kara, I feel like she goes in there with the purpose of shutting people down, and she certainly did on Saturday.
It's our first opportunity to talk to you since you were named GSE Coach of the Year for the 3rd time, so congratulations on that. What does that mean to you to be voted by your peers as the best coach of the season?
I think it's a huge honor. It's definitely not something that you try to think about because we've got work to do, and I feel like as a coach, everybody's out there doing the same thing, trying to prepare their kids to play well, especially at the end of the year. But I have a tremendous staff. I don't work by myself, and I think you've seen that, and everybody understands that we are a unit here, and there's no way that we would have the success that we have without the personnel that we have behind the scenes. So it's a great award, but it's not something that goes straight to me. It goes to our entire staff, and I feel like it's something that goes to our team, because as a staff, we're only as good as our players play, and I feel like they've really given us a good name.
You guys had 5 players on the all-conference team: Chelsea Wilhoit, Kara Gonzalez first-teamers, Anna Steckline, Trisha Tirabassi second-teamers, and Katie Johnson was named GSC East Player of the Season. She was only here for 1 year, which obviously is still going on, but in that one season, it seems like she's really made an impression, not only on the Argonaut squad, but on the competitors as well.
Yeah, boy, am I ever glad that Katie's here. It's always hard to bring in a 1-year transfer, and she was kind of a special situation that I felt like, you know, if we could get her in the spring, it would be the right thing, and I feel like she learned so much in the spring, and she really learned that Division II volleyball, I mean, we could go out and beat a lot of Division I teams,
Sure.
and I think that was a little bit of a shock to her when she first got here, but she went home over the summer and just hit it so hard and came back in phenomenal shape, and we've really seen what that kid's made of, and it's been really fun to have the rest of our team rally behind her, because she's not our only player, you know. She certainly is the one that we definitely want to get the ball to as much as possible, especially in crunch moments, but we even saw this weekend that there were times where we set other players than Katie when the game
Sure.
was on the line, and I think Katie's allowed our team to be super confident, because they know that Katie is just, man, she'll fight you tooth and nail to the death, and that kind of player, that kind of competitiveness, I think, is contagious. So she's been great for us.
Now we head to the NCAA South Regional, and the safety net is gone. The next match that you guys lose will be the last match that you played this season, and you open up against North Alabama yet again on Thursday afternoon, 2:30 Eastern, down in Tampa. 4th time this season that you've played North Alabama, 2nd match in a row. They've been here at our tournament. You guys went to their tournament. There's no secrets between those two teams. So when you play a team for the 4th time, what needs to be done to come away with that victory?
Isn't that the $1,000,000 question? You know, honestly, at this point, I think it's really, truly about your two teams just going to battle. And, you know, I think obviously North Alabama's going to be hungry, especially after losing in the championship match to us. But I feel like we're at a point in the season where we're not just focused on North Alabama. We're focused on how far we can get in the tournament. And, of course, we have to get through them first.
Sure.
You know, it's just one of those things where it's about mental toughness, I really feel. You know, if you let it get to you that you've played them, this is the 4th time, and, you know, all the theories behind how hard it is to beat a team multiple times during the year, we'll come out passive. And if we come out passive, we're going to be in trouble, because they're a very aggressive team. So I think we just need to really work on keeping our composure throughout the match and understanding that, like I said before, it's probably not going to go down in 3. So I'm excited. I think it's great that North Alabama is going to the tournament. I mean, 2 teams from the GSC, you know, and that doesn't always happen every year.
Sure.
So it's nice to be able to see another team from the GSC that's heading to regionals. We're playing each other in the first round, but so are every other Sunshine State school with the exception of Tampa. So at this point, it's really, truly about experience, I feel. And we've got, you know, Jamie Nichols has been there for 5 years now. Chelsea Wilhoit has been for 3. Kara has been for 3. So it's just, I think we're in good position, and I'm looking forward to a good match.
So the GSC tournament in the rearview mirror. Argos take that for the 3rd year in a row. Now it's NCAA regional time, like we said, Thursday, 2:30 Eastern time. The Argos take on North Alabama. If they win that match, they'll play either Florida Southern or Rollins on Friday. And then Saturday, the regional final, an Elite 8 berth on the line, likely number 1 seed Tampa awaiting the Argos should they get that far. So a lot of volleyball. You can watch it all live right here at GoArgos.com.